also read some comments blaming, pointing that yeah, this was influenced by certain friends. I actually feel like insulted with that because they think that I don't have my own mind. Like what you said, that we have boundaries in our friendship. And if you're watching this, it's not totally an influence with my decision is my decision. Our decision inside a relationship is our decision. There's no outside influence.
And welcome to my channel. I have the ladies here. We just finished packing the stuff for the orphanage. Today I just would like to talk quickly about our friendship because I am proud to, how to say this, to tell the viewers or to tell you guys how unique this kind of friendship is. Like, as you can see, we all have different personalities, different perspectives in life, but then we actually blend in together amazingly. And I'm really, really proud of that. So, I would like to say first how grateful I am for this friendship. Maya, Gladys, and Shay, they're all like so different. Like, for example, here, Shay is like, I cannot copy your creativity when it comes to cinematic editing. I also cannot copy the way you are so authentic and vulnerable in your channel, your naughty side, the way you're open to that. And also Maya, I cannot copy the way she is when she's vlogging. She has this unique happiness. She has this unique, how to say this, energy. And we are also different in a lot of ways. But then when we are together, we can make something amazing. And for that, I'm really, really grateful. Just like you to share to everyone how unique our friendship is. Because a lot of friendship I've noticed is that those kind of friendship that is like, you should do this, you should do that. And for me, this friendship is unique in a way because you never, not one of you ever tell me what I'm gonna do. Like, we educate each other, but we never impose like, you should do this, you should do that for this kind of situation. And that is something that I really, really love. Just one of the things that I love about you girls. So let's start with who? Maya? Just your top reasons or top thing that you love about this friendship.
What I love about us, I love that everyone can share anything inside our group. There's no judgment. You don't feel like insecure. You don't feel like you cannot share anything to these people because they have close-minded. Everyone are open-minded. That's what I love about us, and everyone are. You can see that each of us are genuine. And you can feel it. Like there's no fakeness.
Yeah.
Everyone is pure. Like you can sense like plasticity, But this our friendship, you can sense that each of us have good soul, good intentions. That's what I love about our friendship.
Aw.
Ah, for me, all of you serves as my mirror of seeing the things that are within me, the things that I could work on in myself, and also you ground me as a person. And at the same time, again, this is something that I've been wanting to have. And I feel like all the people that have come across in my life, the friends that I've built along the way, they were necessary for me in that phase. And it's just nice to reflect like, wow, this is the kind of people that I'm now attracting. This is now the kind of friendship that I'm part of. Like it made me proud of myself.
Exactly.
It made me proud of all of you that I'm part of your life, that you're part of my life. And I feel like we're all a student and a teacher for each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the
I love
highlight.
that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like you said earlier, we are each of us are different, yet when we meet and we collaborate, even if it's not work wise, we just kind of like just mesh in every aspect. Um, I always say it a lot that every time I go back home, there's always takeaways to
Yeah.
there's always takeaways whenever we get together and talk about anything under the sun. This friendship is like one of the great things that have happened in the last quarter of this year
Yeah, exactly.
in my for me. And yeah, I love how we do connect to each other on on Messenger, but I think or I love how the way low maintenance this friendship is, because I do not feel like I have to report all the time
Yeah.
or that I feel sorry because I'm not able to respond to any of your messages. So I love how
Yeah.
low maintenance this friendship is, and I can only hope for this to really last for such a long time.
Aw. Well, how do you feel, girls, when some of our subscribers are blaming us for what happens with another, with each? Like, we all have different lives, you know. But what I really love about us is we don't cry. Like, we still like keep some privacy from each one of us. Like, I even if we communicate very well, but we still keep some of our part of our lives private from each other. And what I love is that you all don't pry like, oh, you should tell me that part of your life. Oh, you should tell me that part of your life, you know? We still have that, and the respect is there. Like, there's no, I never felt intrusion when it comes to privacy, because some friendship, most friendships are like this, that you are obliged to tell everything, and that you have to really tell everything, otherwise you're not a friend.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of people are blaming some of us for what's happening with each of us. Like, if something's wrong with my life, if they can sense something wrong with my life, they go to Shay and blame, they go to Gladys to blame, they go to Maya to blame. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think I've heard some blaming on my side, not just to you girls, but to all Filipinas, because I'm promoting sexuality.
Right.
And I'm they're telling me that I'm westernizing the brain or those kind, and that I don't have the credibility, and they even also attacked me that I don't have the right to actually share things in YouTube, because again I don't have credibility or something like that. And I always just respond in a way that I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to impose my belief as if it's the fact and you just have to accept it as true. This is true for my experience. And as what you said, Leia, when it comes to our friendship, we're curious about each other. We do ask, but we never like push them.
Yeah.
Only we give them space, like whenever you feel ready to
Yeah.
express, share it. And I like that we also don't feed, like if they're going through challenges in their life, they're even, promoting like, okay, like talk about it with your partner, like you can do this together, and if you need help, we're here, something like that. Well, we never
Yeah.
really try to add or
Add a fire.
influence.
Yeah.
And I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really very good. And I think this is what a real friendship is. I'm really, really grateful for this, because the real friend is not gonna really like tell you what to do with your life. We each have each other's like own decision. Even if
Yeah.
we feel like, oh, this she's going through something, we're just there for you. You know, we're not like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And this is what I love. And I think this is really what a real friend is. And I think that's why some of the subscribers are blaming us for what's happening with all of you whenever there's something that is not aligned with what they expect.
Yeah.
And I think because of this kind of standard that maybe she is telling her what to do for this, but we are not like that, you know. And I'm really happy about that. The holding space, like the other day, you hold space for me without even telling me what to do. My ego was really like speaking, and then you were just holding space for me. You didn't even judge or tell me that, hey Leia, it's your ego that's speaking, you know. And I really love that whenever I share with you. But I just realized the next day, what did I say? That was my ego. What the heck? And then I get back to you like, I'm sorry, you know. And like, I'm so thankful for these girls, because others would tell me like, would really like insult me immediately, but you didn't. You just let me.
Friendship really has to be that way. You know, we share to each other. Like we do not impose or project, you know, anything to each of us or to each of you. I've been in friendships where, like, a person advises one thing, and if I do something else, I'm like, oh, I told you, or
I told you so.
You
yeah,
don't
so
respect me, you don't valid or like
Value
you
me.
don't value because you didn't listen.
yeah, and I think that each of us know that, you know, we have that boundary, or we set expectation, and we set limitations rather. um I like how you said to me one time during our last collaboration, when you said, I'm with a few words. I know I don't share a lot to you guys about problems and all that.
Yeah.
And this year I've been through a lot. Yeah, and I have not shared probably like a quarter of what I've been through. I make reflections a lot, but actually most of those reflections do not necessarily something that I've experienced, but it could be like what people are experiencing, and I'm just making visualizing it and writing it. But yeah, I just want you to understand that yeah, opening up, especially if it's like, you know, problems and all that, it doesn't come naturally to me. So, but I am here to hold space for all of you guys. I'm always here to listen, and sometimes, you know, say my piece, and yeah.
As I said earlier, you both, Gladys and Shay, are my grounding friend, and she is my amplifier. So it's so good to have that kind of different energy, and it made me actually a whole person, which is amazing, because I really thought before that real friendship has to be the same in everything. But we have a lot of common things like YouTube and matcha. But I think there's only, if you're going to look into it, there's only a few actually that we are like the same. But there's a lot of differences
Yeah.
in our lifestyle and the way we are. Like, you see how our personalities are so different, but we blend in. And that's just amazing.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, Maya?
Well,
I like the well.
I'm an open book, and I've also read some comments blaming, pointing that this was influenced by certain friends, blah blah blah. But I actually feel like insulted with that, because they think that I don't have my own mind, that my influence, I get influenced easily. But yeah, like what you said, that we have boundaries in our friendship, and not everything we share,
Yeah.
especially problems, we don't share everything. So if you're watching this, it's not totally an influence with my decision, is my decision, and our decision inside a relationship is our decision. There's no outside influence.
I'm not really easy to get influenced with, but I'm gonna get influenced if I allow it.
That's the thing that I really love about you girls, because you're not, if there's a thing that is like a definition of you, is that you are not easily influenced. Like, we have our core values,
Yes.
That is like, that's what I like, because we each have our core values that we follow. So, like for example, Gladys cannot influence me to be like her because I'm like this. I'm not like you, but I love you. And same with you, Maya and Shay, right? But we don't. We live in our core values. We don't easily get influenced.
Just to also add about what you said when it comes to holding space, because some people, they would say, oh, don't tolerate your friends when they do things, because that's also another sign, like we call each other out. But for me, I never really feel the need to call each other, because I just feel this trust that, what, okay, one of us are expressing how we feel in that moment, but I trust that that is needed for your journey. And I'm just glad that I could be a sounding board, and I could really hold space. And I can also feel like if I'm you know, in your shoes, I would also feel the same. And it just like it just makes me feel more compassionate and empathetic. And again, this feeling of trust that eventually you'll be able to come up with better judgment, with better decision. And I've seen that happen for each of us, especially for you. Like, I really feel amazed that you come back to me, and yeah. And I just have that feeling of like, oh, I don't have to say anything here because I trust you. I trust you that you will actually, you know, realize it all. And I'm always gonna be here. And there's really no judgment because I do those things too. I become judgmental in my head. I get frustrated with people. Hey, I'm human. We're human.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not perfect. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's, I just would really love to emphasize that these girls are not easily influenced because they have their own like core values that is like being, how to say this, like this is you. I cannot change that. And we never try to change each other. And that's what I really love about that. So thank you so much, ladies. I think this would be our last 2024 content for my channel. For those who have not followed them, the link is below. And yeah, we're gonna rock 2025. We're gonna still be together with the orphanage party. There will be there, and of course, we're gonna cover it, and we're gonna share it with you guys. And that will be in a few days, and then after that, we're gonna have a Christmas party, and then after that, we're gonna go on our separate ways for the new year. And we're gonna come back after January 6 or 7 to see each other again. So I'm kind of emotional today because it's gonna be our last like this for the 2024. But we're gonna see each other in the party. In the party and the Christmas party and the party for the orphanage. So thank you so much for everyone who are supporting us when for the haters too. I am sure that no matter you love or hate us, it's all about learning. We learn from you guys. We learn from all the comments. We learn from all the opinions and thoughts and experiences that you're sharing in my channel, in Maya's channel, in Gladys' channel, and in Shay's channel. We are all learning. In YouTube for the Expat Guide Philippines, it's I started in April, but then I started really working it in June. So it's probably 6 months for this channel. So without these ladies, I wouldn't be here, I think. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
As well. I have
Yes.
something to add to the haters because I think no, I think one thing that people need to realize is that when you throw, hateful comments about like, oh, she's influencing you or about each other, I think it's kind of like it's even getting us closer because we get to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like we get to reflect and talk about it, and I think it's positive in a way because it makes us even closer.
We
Thank
bond
you.
more. Thank you guys. Thank you to the haters because we bond more because of it. I love that. So thank you so much.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Together, girls. Ready, set, go. Merry Christmas!